Hello everyone, it's Cabby, and this is game 3 of Naniwa versus Leenock. Leenock playing as our blue Zerg here under the account name Timber, because I guess that's what the event organizers at whatever tournament this is from, I forget, set up for them. So we've got cross map positions, we've got Naniwa, our red Protoss, over here. Be interesting to see if either player changes their strategy this time, because we are used to like 12 gas or 13 gas, and as I'm talking, here it is already changing. We have got a 7 pool out of Leenock. So we are going to see some very quick Zerglings and some quick pressure. So this is going to be cool. So let's see if Naniwa does anything different. I can already tell he's going straight for the Nanny wall, which is like apparently his favorite thing in the world to do now. He does it every time, no matter what. So he's going to be going for a forge fast expand. Basically, he'll put his nexus down here and a forge probably somewhere along in this axis here to try and wall off his ramp, and he'll also wall to his nexus so that anyone attacking has to do this weird sort of button hook around all this and up into the base. So yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see now. Naniwa has already spotted this. He's seen the spawning pool. He knows it's completed. This probe is, I don't even know what you're going to do at this point, because if you leave it up here, you're just going to lose it. Looks like we just missed Leenock doing the old build an extractor and then cancel it so you can get over your sort of supply blocked at 10 thing. So now he's up to 11, and he's got his 6 Zerglings heading down towards the forge here. What's this probe doing up here? Nothing still. So yeah, this is going to be tough. I mean, we've got one forge, and that's it. The probe is doing something. Look, we've got a pylon coming in up top. Kind of an odd choice at this point, but whatever, I guess. Now, we've got our photon cannon coming in here. So looks like Naniwa is going to have to defend with probes here for a bit. Wow, I don't know if anyone else saw that weird spread, but that was cool. So photon cannon finishes, so nothing up in the base and too much of a threat. This, however, is dangerous. This is not looking good. He's going to be killing off that pylon so the forge can't work, and then going to work on the forge here. Photon cannon coming up here. That is funny. So as soon as this photon cannon finishes, Leenock's going to be unable to expand there for quite some time. That's really funny. And then I bet you Naniwa will be cock blocking the expand up here. That's just super funny. So we've got the forge down, the pylon's gone, and we've got 6 Zerglings in Naniwa's base right now, ready to kind of wreak havoc. Now these buildings are being rebuilt by Naniwa up here. We've got a forge and a gateway on their way in, but significantly behind now, because Naniwa's entire strategy sort of centers around getting the that wall up, and then sealing it off with like forge, gateway, photon cannon, cybernetics core, and then starting to build units. So he hasn't even like started to build units yet. This is going to be the first unit that he's even attempted to build right now, and that's not very good. Let's see, starting to work on gas. The cool thing with Naniwa though is I bet you anything he's going to keep making. Yeah, he's oversaturating his base. He's going to keep making them until probably even past 24, just so that when he does have this base up, sorry, like when he can expand, if he can expand, who knows, he'll be able to saturate it immediately and catch up a little bit. See, this probe finally going to die, it looks like. And this still preventing the expand. This expand just happening here. So it looks like there's been some reinforcements for the Zerglings down here, and still just the one cannon and the one zealot here. So he should be able to sort of take out. I wonder if he could take out this one too. Definitely going to be able to take this out with some careful micro around the edge here. There's not much that this zealot's going to be able to do at this point, because look, Leenock's trying to get around and trap it, but there's not much the zealot's going to be able to do against 8 Zerglings. All he can do is sort of delay the kill of this until, and he did it. Look at that. He delayed the kill of the assimilator until the stalker came out. So impressive again. Wow, just great. It's if you watch the last two games, it's amazing because Naniwa is able to defend like ridiculous pushes or just like situations where you don't think he should be able to defend with just like a few units. Like just one stalker killed like 5 roaches in the last one just by the way he was microing it. So really impressive stuff. I mean, it always blows my mind how good these guys are, but stuff like this is it just takes it to the next level. So working on his expansion now. Naniwa just seeing, I guess, if he can expand, even though he's got some pressure against him. I'm sure that these would be able to take it out, no problem. Especially with like a force field or something to make him walk around. But going after the probe, looks like the probe will fall. That's annoying. We've got reinforcements coming up. Here come the roaches. So the roaches are going to present quite a problem up here. This is going to be interesting to see what happens here. Not much you can do at this point. I mean, force fields might help, but basically these roaches here are just pushing these units back so that the Zerglings can kill the Nexus. So, and they're going to walk by and shoot at the same time, trying to sneak up, taking out all but 2 units. We've got some extra warpins coming up here, 2 more stalkers and a sentry. Naniwa is going to have to start being really mindful of how many minerals he's using on all this stuff. Stalkers are not the best units to use when you're tight on minerals because they're 125 each, and I mean, you could be doing a lot of sentries for that cost. So we may see him switching into sentries. You can also do a little bit of more micromanagement of what's going on with the sentries, just more force fields and even shields up at this point. I mean, any advantage is going to help. Naniwa attempting for a 3rd time to take this expansion and trying a little push up here, maybe doing a little bit of a warpin. Losing those 3 units pretty quick though. Let's just take a look at units lost here. And wow, Naniwa has lost a lot of units, and to the tune of almost 2,000 resources, whereas Leenock has only lost 8 units at 456 resources, so barely anything. Finally cleaning that up and taking his expansion, so he's on to his 3rd now. Naniwa still only on 1. So right now, sorry guys, right now we're looking at a 3-base Zerg to a 1-base Protoss, which is just not very good. Here comes another push from Leenock. A lot of Zerglings here, probably going to back off on this one because with all those sentries and the ability to do some force fields, they're just not going to be able to do much damage. So, but look at this. Naniwa's going to poke, try and get them in here. See if he. Oh, and we got roaches coming. More roaches. This Nexus is finished. I'm sure he does not want to lose that again. 2 gateways here, going right away into warp gates. We've got 5 gateways total, and I believe we're going to have a lot of probes going down. Pretty close to saturation, I bet, right off the bat here. Yep, 2 away from being fully saturated. Oh, and oversaturated. He could already fill up. Yeah, there's the last probe. He could already fill up all of the like both gases and be perfectly saturated with the number that he has, and still have 1 extra actually. Here come our Zerglings, just taking a little poke, seeing what's going on. See if there's anything new going up here. We got 9 drones coming in for Leenock. Just going to get this base sort of underway. Melee attacks being upgraded. We got a robotics facility and a Twilight Council coming in for Naniwa. So both players, I guess, teching up a little bit, taking the time to get the expansion running. Leenock knows that he's pretty well ahead, even though the food count doesn't really show that right now. He is pretty well ahead, especially with resources and whatnot. So, let's see what else we've got going. We've got Aspire, we've got Burrow, and we've got Glial Reconstitution. So it looks like we're going to have some Roach, Burrow Micro. We're going to have some Blink Micro from Naniwa. We're going to have some Colossus, and we're going to have some Spire. So some air units as well. So a lot of new tech coming. This game is evolving quickly. We're getting into that sort of mid-game phase, 13-minute mark, and we'll have to see where they go with it. we've got our observer coming out here, which is pretty cool. Gotta have the observer going. That'll really give him insight into when Leenock's preparing to attack and what his sort of next step is. Protecting the base with pylons, always good. It's going to be nearly impossible for any units to get any kind of surround going on it. Well, it is impossible to get a surround because it's covered, but I mean, the less surface area, the better, right? So, and Naniwa still staying fairly close in supply count. There come the mutas now. Mutas coming in. There we go. Leenock just pulled away with the mutas. He's building 10 mutas coming in with air upgrade level 1 on the way. Immortals coming in for Naniwa, which is a little bit, I guess, off on the timing because, a little bit of an attack here, but a little bit off on the timing, I would say, because, I mean, you're getting into the mid game. You know Naniwa. I mean, you know Leenock has to be doing something different. So you know those mutas are coming most likely, and I mean, I would probably focus on Colossus before I focus on Immortal at this point because they're kind of effective at dealing with the ground if you have to go heavy stalkers to deal with the air. But let's see. We'll see what the Immortal can get done. We'll keep an eye on its kill count. It'll be a fun little thing that we can all take care of together. Look at these bold mutas just flying right in there, seeing what's going on. Not much micro at all. Just like crashing in there and then running out again. Down here we've got quite a lot of Zerglings and a photon cannon. I wonder if they can see each other. Hold on. Let me just take a look down here. He can't see the photon cannon. They can't. Okay, here comes the attack. But they could not see each other, which is really funny. I guess Naniwa thinking about taking a third here maybe. I mean, it'd be a smart move because he needs to catch up. He is very far behind. I mean, about 30 food, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. It is a lot. Look at that. Falling right away, wasting all of those minerals. Not even able to get the cancel up, and just because of poor placement of his army. If that Colossus had been a little closer, it would have scared Leenock away immediately. So look at this, splitting the army, maybe going in from 2 fronts here. We're gonna have to keep an eye on the mini-map. A close eye on the mini-map. We've got a large sort of contingent of stalkers here. Either he senses something's up, or he just heard the attack warning up there. Maybe I'm a little slow noticing it. But scares off those mutas. That's good. This army moving out to the side here. Sorry, I had to take a drink of pop. My throat was getting dry. And stalkers just chilling out in the middle here. Just hanging out. Getting this base working. We've got 2 photon cannons, actually 3 total with this one, but really 2 photon cannons up here. We've got our pylon. The muta's coming in, picking off that. He's able to cancel this one, but picking off the assimilator. Look at this. We've got a little bit of an altercation here. 24 mutas. Yeah, definitely going to be able to clean up these the anti-air units here. But a nice blink in, scares them off. Only loses 1. Count them, 1 Mutalisk in that attack. So just really impressive unit control. And let's take a look at units lost again. I mean, Leenock has lost more units, but Naniwa has lost much more value of units, more than double the value that Leenock has. And I mean, that adds up quick when you're losing stuff like that. I mean, a waste of 2,000 minerals is huge, especially in a pro game. So I mean, look at this. 32 Banelings coming in. Huge number of Banelings in production right now. This is cool. A lot of Banelings. Oh my gosh, and they're all in Overlords too. So an army split here. We've got 23 Mutas, 5 Overlords full of Banelings for a Baneling drop if he should choose to go that way. I wonder how he's gonna do this. Oh, there is, oh my gosh, incredible force field. The Overlord's able to drop the Banelings, losing the Overlord, so he is now supply blocked, but the Banelings really tore through that army. We're going to have another bunch of them crashing through here. Incredible force fields again. I mean, Naniwa really minimized the damage there, but still, there's not much you can do in that case. I mean, I think he lost about. Let's take a look at the units lost, see if that has changed a little bit. I mean, yeah, definitely caught up there. Naniwa lost about 5,000 worth, and so did Leenock. So maybe keeping it about even because they're still about 1,500 apart. So a small catch up there, but not much. When your opponent is Leenock, and he's obviously Zerg because he's Leenock, and he's on 5 bases. He's going to his 5th base right now, so he's on 4 bases that are mining, one of them gold. Even trades are not what you want to see, because when you're doing even trades, you know that look at the mineral count that he has right now. You know that even trades, he's going to beat you. He's going to continue to rebuild his army, and he's going to continue to beat yours down. So Naniwa has been able to rebuild his back up to 146, and we're going to have another. Yeah, look at that, just little battles. We're going to have another sort of similar battle to the last one we had. We're going to have less force fields. We're going to have, look at this, the Banelings just steamrolling through, and huge loss for Naniwa. He's able to warp in some reinforcements here, but he's going to need some really good blink micro. He's got to pay attention here. Just saving those units. So good blink micro there. Let's take a look at that units lost tab again, and really keeping it even, but I mean, oh my gosh, Leenock has lost so many units, and it's down to a difference of about 1,300 now. So even like Naniwa is even keeping these exchanges favorable in the sense that like he's losing less units, but again, when your opponent is Leenock on 5 bases, he is able to rebuild his army so quickly. And look, he's almost capped again, and then we're literally just going to see the exact same unit comp smash into a heavily depleted army of Naniwa, because Naniwa just can't rebuild as quickly as Leenock can. It's just not going to happen. So here come the Banelings again. This might be our final battle. We're going to have to see if Naniwa can do work some kind of magic. Here come the Banelings rolling in, rolling through, destroying the Stalkers, and that is the GG. So I guess Leenock just was able to go unchecked there, just spread like crazy. And I mean, even though the battles were going more in Naniwa's favor, Leenock was able to rebuild and just throw more units at him. I mean, it's the standard Zerg sort of swarm mentality. So Naniwa just fell behind. So that was game 3, guys. I'm excited about game 4. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do game 4 tonight. What time is it? It's like 1:40 in the morning here. You know what? I am going to try and do game 4 because I really, really, really like it, this series, and I really want to see how it ends. So I'm going to do game 4, and I'll put that up for you guys tonight. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and watch game 4.